On Tuesday, First Lady Melania Trump held a roundtable with tech executives from around the country to discuss the issue of cyberbullying. And during this, she mentioned, because the cameras were rolling, that a lot of people in this country are skeptical that she's going to be able to tackle this issue and they don't necessarily trust her with it, but she's going to push on anyway. Well, you know what? Good for you. This is a very important issue. Cyberbullying is a massive problem in the United States. We've seen too many kids and young adults in this country commit suicide after being cyberbullied. So I applaud Melania Trump for taking on this noble cause. And at the same time, I have to say that Melania Trump is probably the biggest hypocrite on the planet for taking up this cause. Melania Trump knows, and that's why she made that little statement, that one of the biggest cyber bullies in the United States today is the man that she lays down next to every night before she goes to bed. Her husband, Donald Trump. He gets on Twitter on a near daily basis, making fun of the way people look, making fun of the way they talk, making fun of their failures in life, joyously celebrating when he strips them of their pension after they've spent more than 2 decades working for the federal government. That is all cyberbullying, and she has not done a damn thing about that. And yeah, there's lots of other cyberbullies in this country, but not a single one of them has as much exposure, reach, and influence as her husband does. And that's why he's the worst. Think about that. We have the President of the United States, arguably the most powerful human being on the planet, who engages in this kind of infantile behavior, making fun of people's appearances in tweets. That is something that none of us would accept from our children. And yet we're supposed to accept it from a president of the United States while his wife is out there talking about the dangers of cyberbullying? No, I don't buy it. I'm not going to buy it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that she's serious about this issue, because if she was, she would start with Donald Trump. And if she can't make him change his ways, then she could leave him. If she truly cared about cyberbullying, if she thought it was a big enough problem that deserved her attention, she would not be with someone who regularly cyberbullies American citizens, private citizens in many instances, but she is. I don't take her seriously on this issue, and nobody else should either, because if she wanted to solve the problem, she'd start with her husband. If you're thinking about subscribing to our channel, I strongly encourage you to do that. But if you're not thinking about subscribing, I would encourage you to start thinking about it, and then once you're thinking about it, actually go and do it. You can see the subscribe button right there on the screen, or if you're watching on a different platform, go to youtube.com/theringofFire.